You have tried so many times to help this person. You have sacrificed your time, your peace of mind, sometimes even your money. And each time you have told yourself, this is the Christian way, this is right. True love is to endure. And then you are left alone, devastated, and somewhere deep down, a thought has arisen that you were ashamed to even think. Maybe I am doing something wrong. You are not wrong. There is a verse in the Bible that most people simply miss. Proverbs 9:8. Do not rebuke a mocker, lest he hate you. Stop for a second. The Bible, the same book that teaches you to love your enemies, says it outright. There are people who should not be helped, not because they are bad, but because your help does not help them. It destroys you. Today we will analyze 10 types of people from whom the Bible recommends keeping your distance. And if you are now thinking, but that is not Christian, stay, because that conviction cost you the most. Type 1. The scoffer. You know this person, he always knows better. Any idea you have is an excuse for irony. Any advice is a waste of words. You have tried to speak kindly to him. You have tried to be patient. You have tried to find the right words, but words will not help here. Proverbs 9:8 continues, reprove a wise man, and he will love you. That is the difference. A wise man accepts correction. A scoffer turns you into an enemy with one honest phrase. A scoffer is not looking for a solution. He is looking for an audience for his complaints. And if you are around, you are that audience. You are not helping him to change. You are simply giving him an excuse not to change. The limit here is not cruelty, it is mercy to him and to yourself. Type 2. The constant fool. That is not an insult. That is a biblical term. Proverbs 26:11. As a dog returns to its vomit, so a fool returns to his folly. Harsh. Yes, but look at your situation honestly. How many times has this person fallen into the same trap? How many times have you rescued them? And how many times a week later did it happen again? This is not someone who struggles and falls. This is someone who has stopped and will not get up. There is a difference between someone who stumbles along the way and someone who has fallen to the ground and asks you to carry them. Your help in this situation is not a rescue. It removes the consequences that could finally make something change. You are literally standing between this person and the only thing that could wake them up. Step back, not out of indifference, out of wisdom. Type 3. A quick-tempered person. Proverbs 22:24-25. Do not associate with an angry person and do not go in company with a furious person, lest you learn his ways. Note, the Bible does not say, help him to control his anger. It says stay away. Why? Because anger is contagious. You think you are strong enough not to absorb other people's aggression, but a year later, you suddenly notice that you are reacting more sharply yourself, that you begin to justify their outbursts, and then your own. A quick-tempered person will always make you the cause of their anger. If you are there, it is your fault. If you leave, it is your fault too. There is no way out while you are playing this game. There are people who need professional support, not your friendship. Admitting it is not weakness. Type 4. A gossiper. Proverbs 20:19. A gossip reveals secrets, so do not associate with a gossip. Here is a simple test. If this person tells you other people's secrets, they are telling your secrets to someone else. Always? No exceptions? You share your pain with them. They listen so attentively, so sympathetically. You feel heard, and then your story comes back to you. Distorted, exaggerated, and already known to people you would never tell. A gossiper does not build relationships. He gathers information. Your pain is his social currency. The Bible does not say, teach him to be better. It says, do not associate with him. Period. Type 5. The lazy one, Proverbs 26:15, describes a person who is so lazy that he is too lazy to eat. And yet, he always has the strength to ask for help. This is not about a person who is going through a hard time. Everyone has hard times. This is about a person who has turned other people's efforts into their way of life, who always has a reason why they cannot. There is always an explanation. There is always someone else who has to decide, and that someone else is always you. You are not helping that person grow. You are giving them another reason not to grow. Real help sometimes looks like refusing to do for someone what they can do for themselves. Type 6. The cunning manipulator. Proverbs 24:1-2. Do not envy evil men or desire to be with them, for their hearts plot destruction, and their lips talk of trouble. This person is not lazy. She is very active, but all her activity is aimed at one thing, to use you. She says we are on the same team. She says I could do it alone, but without you I cannot. She makes it seem like your idea to help her, and when it all falls apart, she is somewhere else, and you are left with the consequences. The cunning manipulator always sees 3 steps ahead. The problem is that you are a pawn in their plan, not an ally. The Bible says it plainly. Do not desire to be with them, even if they are successful. even if they are impressive. The price is too high. If what we are talking about is close to you, write one word in the comments now. I realized, not for us. For yourself, this is the moment when you stop pretending that everything is fine. Type 7, ungrateful, 2 Timothy 3:2 lists ingratitude among the signs of difficult times. Not murder, not theft, ingratitude. Think about how serious it is. You sacrifice, you give, you show up, and in response, silence or even worse, a claim that you could have done more. An ungrateful person does not see you as a person. For them, you are a resource, and resources do not need gratitude. The more you give, the more they expect. Your extraordinary becomes their ordinary. This is not a relationship. This is consumption, and you have the right to get out of it. Type 8, the arrogant, Proverbs 26:12. Do you see a man wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him, more hope than for a fool. Let it settle. The arrogant asks for your opinion, but he has already made up his mind. He listens to your advice, nods, and does his thing. And when things do not go his way, it is somehow your fault for not explaining things well enough. You cannot help someone who already knows all the answers, not because you are weak, but because they are closed, the door is locked from the inside, and you cannot open it from the outside, no matter how hard you knock. Type 9, the manipulator, Proverbs 12:26. The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. The manipulator is the most dangerous because he is the hardest to spot. He does not demand, he hints, he does not threaten, he guilt trips. He makes you come to the decision he wanted you to make all along. I would not ask, but you are the only one who understands, and suddenly you are doing things that go against your values, and you cannot figure out how you got here. The first step is to call it by its name. Manipulation, not a difficult character, not that is just the way he is. Manipulation, type 10, the one who hates correction. Proverbs 15:12. A scoffer hates anyone who corrects him. We are back to the beginning, because that is the root of it all. A person who cannot accept correction cannot change, not because they do not want to, but because their ego is more valuable than the truth. You can love that person, you can pray for them, but you cannot change someone who thinks they have already achieved something. Sometimes the greatest love is to step back and let the consequences do what words cannot. So, does all this mean that you should become cold, build walls, stop helping? No, it means becoming wise in the person you are helping. Jesus healed 10 lepers. Only one turned back to thank them. Jesus noticed this, but he did not run after the 9. You do not have to set yourself on fire to warm someone who refuses to seek shelter. Proverbs 4:23. Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Your heart is not infinite. Your time is not infinite. Your peace is not a luxury. It is the foundation on which you can help anyone at all. Help the humble. Invest in those who are able to receive. Be with the grateful. And those 10 types we talked about today, love them, but from afar, pray for them. But do not let them destroy what God is building in you. Because the people who really need your help, the ones who are truly ready to receive it, are waiting for a version of you that has not been exhausted by those who never intended to change. Choose wisely.